track record is terrifying. To think the boys just went out for a quick raid and ran into someone like that. As they speak, a blood-curdling scream echoes through the forest. Back at the stronghold, you appear before the bandits with Bai Shi on your shoulder. The fight is one-sided. Even though you're just a fledgling black zombie, you're far beyond what these ordinary men can handle. Soon, all the bandits are down, and even the leader hiding in the well is dragged out by one of Bai Shi's spells. You release the captive women and start looting the place. Using your zombie strength, you tear the place apart, finding a pile of silver and a warehouse full of grain. Thinking of Bai Shi's appetite, you also pack up the cured meat from the kitchen and a dozen chickens from the coop. You have Bai Shi conjure a flame to burn the stronghold to the ground, then lift her back onto your shoulder. You head back to your hideout, but something strange happens. As Bai Shi sits on your shoulder, a stream of pure energy begins to flow from her into your body. The energy is incredibly cold and pure, far stronger than all the yin energy you've gathered over the past year. What is this? Is she giving you a dowry? Isn't this a bit too much? You don't dare to ask or say a word. Over 30 miles from Hanshan County in a thorny hill, you push open a heavy stone door and enter a chamber with a skylight. You built this hideout after learning your lesson last time. The shaft leads directly to an underground river, allowing you to escape even if the Corpse Immortal sect tracks you down. You set Bai Shi and your loot down, and the energy transfer stops, but even that short time was enough. If you refined that energy into Malevolent Ki, you could instantly shed your vocal bone and cultivate a terrifying aura that would shock your peers. With a little more effort and some luck, evolving into a hopping zombie wouldn't just be a pipe dream. This is without a doubt a massive fortune. But at what cost? You may not know Taoism, but you understand the law of conservation of energy. You cup the girl's face in your hands and are shocked by what you see. The once vibrant girl now looks pale and lifeless, and she soon faints in your arms. Damn, she really gave away her source energy as a dowry. I owe her big time now. Luckily, despite her condition, her vital energy remains stable, as if she just needs a nap to recover. What a legendary, resilient constitution. After laying Bai Shi down, you toss the dozen chickens aside, planning to fence them in tomorrow. As a zombie, I used to live without food, water, or sleep. Nobody liked me, but I was safe as long as I kept to myself. But now that I have another mouth to feed, there's so much more to do. I need to raise chickens, grow vegetables, and dig a pond for fish. Plus, out here in the wilderness, I have to protect our food from wild beasts. Then there are toothbrushes, toothpaste, towels, and sanitary pads. I even need to build a separate bathroom and kitchen. I also have to cook, but there's no soy sauce, MSG, pepper, or chili. Just thinking about it gives me a headache. I used to just focus on industry. With my past knowledge and a body that can do anything, I was a one-zombie construction crew. I could forge and manufacture anything, but raising a human is a whole different challenge. You spend the rest of the time recalling how humans live while heating water to give Bai Shi a bath. But something even more frustrating happens. Even as you take off her wedding dress and place her in the water, you feel absolutely nothing, a man's worst nightmare. Sigh, life is all about food and other things. When will I ever get to experience that? After cleaning her up, the girl falls fast asleep. You place her on a stone bed, cover her with a fur blanket, and prepare to wash her dirty clothes. A small booklet falls out. You pick it up and flip through it, reading, May, get married, black zombie, no bloodlust kind. What is this? She keeps a diary? Bloodlust refers to blood-sucking zombies, which is the path I took in my past life. In the end, I lost my mind and was burned to ashes. So, in this life, I've learned my lesson and plan to avoid blood entirely, sticking to the path of yin energy. It's a slow process, but it's steady and safe. You continue reading, where the girl has recorded the major events of the past 6 months in brief notes. In January, she descended the mountain with her master, was ambushed by the Corpse Immortal sect, and her master went missing. Before parting, he told her to seek out his friend Baiyang in Hanshan County. Baiyang from the Corpse Immortal sect? I didn't expect this silly girl to be in the same boat, both being hunted by them. As for Baiyang, he's a big deal. The current head of Hanshan Temple and a true master, a real heavyweight in the Taoist world. But ever since he returned from suppressing demons in the Hengduan Mountains, he's been in seclusion for 3 years. That's exactly why you dared to settle down here, relying on the lingering reputation of a Taoist master to temporarily dodge the Corpse Immortal sect. As for whether he'll wipe you out once he emerges, it doesn't really matter. If the worst happens, you'll just restart. Consider it gaining experience for the next life. 3 days later at dusk, you sit cross-legged in the hall, channeling pure yin energy to temper your corpse body. You actually underestimated the energy intensity of the girl, Yu Yi. It took you 3 days and nights just to refine half of it. If you refined it all, you feel like you could even promote to a hopping zombie. Just as you were thinking this, Bai Shi sat down beside you. After sleeping for 3 days and nights, her complexion has improved a lot. Though she's not exactly healthy yet, she's clearly recovering. But having not eaten for so long, she must be starving. So you take her out of the mountain to a small vegetable garden surrounded by thorns. Seeing the sun hasn't set yet, you grab a writing board, write something down, and show it to her. Go in and pick 10 ripe tomatoes, be careful not to damage the plants, and catch 2 free-range chickens. I'll make you something good. Upon hearing about food, Bai Shi's eyes clearly lit up. So for the next hour, Bai Shi devoured a plate of tomato scrambled eggs, a big pot of chicken soup, and a fragrant salt-baked chicken. Seeing her eating with such gusto, you finally relax. At least things didn't go wrong. But watching her feast is another form of torture for your corpse body. The only consolation is that after she's full, her complexion visibly improves even more. She doesn't look as sickly as before. Eating really helps her recover. You're a bit surprised, but you don't dwell on the reason too much. You find some soap, wash her hands clean, and tidy her up, making her look much more pleasant. Once that's done, you take the writing board and ask, what is your name? How old are you? Where are you from? Bai Shi 19 Qixiao Mountain, my name is Kiwei. What are your plans now? Do you want to go back to Qixiao Mountain or find Baiyang? Although Bai Shi didn't bring it up, you asked her out of respect for her wishes. She didn't react to the question, just stared at you with a calm expression. Does this mean you want to keep following me? Seeing the writing board, Bai Shi nodded without hesitation. You fell silent. The girl actually still remembers that marriage arrangement. It's absurd. A pretty girl like her could make a living anywhere with her looks, so why insist on sticking to a zombie?